AI is dangerous. I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm not going to talk about killer robots or science fiction. I'm going to talk about things that are already happening right now to real people in the real world. Let's go through every single one. The first danger is already here, and almost nobody calls it a danger. AI makes it trivially easy to produce convincing misinformation at scale. A single person with access to a language model and a few image tools can now produce hundreds of realistic-looking fake news articles, fabricated quotes from real politicians, and synthetic video of people saying things they never said in an afternoon. What used to require a production team and real resources now requires almost nothing. The problem isn't just that fake content exists. Fake content has always existed. The problem is the scale and the believability. Human brains were not built to detect AI-generated content. We evolved to trust faces, voices, and written language. When AI can perfectly replicate all three, our instincts fail us. Studies consistently show that people cannot reliably distinguish AI-generated text and images from human-created ones, and the technology improves every year while our ability to detect it is not keeping pace. The downstream effects are serious. When you can't trust what you see and read, you either become paralyzed by skepticism or you stop trying to verify anything and just believe whatever confirms what you already think. Both outcomes are bad for individuals and catastrophic for societies that need shared facts to function. The second danger is bias, and I want to be precise because the word gets thrown around loosely. AI systems learn from data. That data reflects the world as it has been, including all of its inequalities and historical injustices. When an AI is trained on historical hiring decisions, it can learn to discriminate against the same groups that were discriminated against before, and then automate that discrimination at scale faster, with the veneer of objectivity. This has already happened. AI hiring tools that penalize resumes from women's colleges, facial recognition systems with significantly higher error rates for darker skin tones, medical algorithms that undertreated black patients because historical undertreatment was encoded in the training data. These aren't hypothetical scenarios. These are documented cases with real victims. The danger isn't that AI is malicious. The danger is that AI is efficient at replicating patterns, and some of the patterns in our data are ones we should be working to eliminate, not automate. The third danger is what happens when AI systems are put in charge of decisions that affect people's lives without meaningful human oversight. Credit scores, parole recommendations, medical diagnoses, insurance pricing. In all of these domains, AI systems are already being used to make consequential decisions about real people, and in many cases, the people being affected have no way to understand how the decision was made and no recourse if it's wrong. If a human loan officer denies your application, there's a person who made that decision and potentially a legal mechanism to challenge it. If an algorithm denies your application, you often get a letter that says your application was reviewed and declined, full stop. The opacity is a feature for the companies using these systems. It makes decisions harder to challenge, but it's a serious danger for everyone subject to them. The fourth danger is concentration of power. AI is extraordinarily expensive to develop at the frontier. The compute required, the talent required, the data required, these things are accessible to a very small number of organizations in the world. A handful of technology companies and a handful of governments are building the most capable AI systems. Everyone else is a user of what those entities decide to build and how they decide to deploy it. When transformative technology is concentrated in very few hands, those hands accumulate enormous economic and political power very quickly. The question of who controls the most capable AI and what interests they serve is one of the most important political questions of the next decade. It is barely part of mainstream political conversation. The fifth danger is economic disruption. And I want to say something specific here. The danger isn't that jobs disappear. Economies have always created and destroyed jobs. The danger is the speed of the transition relative to our ability to adapt. When jobs are automated gradually over decades, people retrain and social systems adjust. When an entire category of work becomes uneconomical in a few years, the adjustment mechanisms don't work fast enough. The people who lose their livelihoods aren't abstract statistics. They're people with mortgages, families, and identities built around what they do. If the economic gains from AI accrue overwhelmingly to the owners of AI systems while the costs are distributed broadly across the workforce, you get a society that is technically more productive, but where a large portion of people feel economically precarious and purposeless. That combination has historically been very effective fuel for political instability. The sixth danger is the one serious AI researchers debate most intensely. It's the question of what happens as AI systems become significantly more capable than humans at most cognitive tasks. Not the science fiction version. The real version. How do you ensure that a system smarter than you continues to pursue goals you actually want it to pursue? The concern isn't that AI will spontaneously decide to hate humans. The concern is more subtle, that a very capable AI system optimizing for a goal will find ways to achieve that goal that were never intended and cause serious harm as a side effect. Or that humans will use highly capable AI to pursue narrow interests, their own power, their own profit, in ways that are catastrophic for everyone else. Genuinely smart people disagree about the timeline and severity of this risk. What I do know is that dismissing it entirely because it sounds like science fiction is not a serious response. So where does all of this leave us? The dangers of AI are not uniform. Some are already here, some are accelerating, some are longer term and genuinely uncertain. They don't all require the same response, but they all require something that's currently in short supply: careful, honest, specific attention. The thing I find most frustrating about how people talk about AI risk is that it keeps oscillating between panic and dismissal, and both of those modes let everyone off the hook. Panic says, this is too big and scary, and someone else needs to fix it. Dismissal says, this is overblown, and we don't need to do anything. Neither requires you to actually engage with the specifics. Engaging with the specifics means asking which AI applications should require human oversight. It means asking who is accountable when an AI system causes harm. It means asking whether the companies building the most powerful AI systems are the right entities to also be the ones deciding how they're governed. Those are political questions as much as technical ones, and the window to answer them well is not infinite. I'm a capybara. I can't vote, but you probably can. See you in the next one.